All right, man. So we got something new here. I actually like this, man. It's the first episode of We Are Semi Pro. Just to give y'all a little background what this is. Basically, I'm bringing on my people that I know, and this can go anybody. If you see this and you want to come on and you play semi pro for any sport, I don't care, any sport,
Oh, yep.
come talk to us. Tell these people how semi pro has impacted your life, how it helps you out, and what you go through on a day to day basis. Because I'm telling you now, I know it's difficult for me in semi pro of trying to level up to get to the next level. But I'm gonna be quiet for myself and bring my brother on here. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell them your resume. Go ahead, big dog.
What's going on, y'all? It's Rashad, not Payne. I had to come show my boy El Ray loves his family, man. So first one of the year, we got to kick it off right. So
Yes,
get your boy
sir.
on here. I told him get your boy on here, so he got me on here. But yeah, man, I'm just here to talk to y'all, man, and encourage y'all, and yeah, just talk about some football, bro. Show the
All
game
right.
some love from a different aspect. You feel me?
So you said let's talk about some football. Let's just jump into it, man. What was the first year you started semi pro and what league did you start in and what team?
So I was just coming back from Baltimore, Maryland after the holidays, and I was like, man, I gotta start playing football again. So this is 2019. This is like going into January 1st. I'm like, all right, I gotta play football. So I started off with the Orlando Phantoms, Torres, Velton, and all them boys out there. That's when Velton was playing. I think that's like one of his last years, and that was my first taste of the game, getting back into it. I was out of the game for like 4 years, so I was like, man, I got to get into it. So start off with the Phantoms, start off playing tight end over there. It was cool and stuff, but I ain't really like it. I was like, nah, you feel me? I ain't feel like I fit in because they already kind of had things set of what it was, so you kind of had to earn your spot and all that. So I was like, no, I need to go somewhere I can play right now. You feel me? So I hit up one of the coaches for the Orlando Predators. Now I hit up Marcus Manuel. I hit up Coach Manuel at the time, and I had saw that he had a team out here in Orlando at one point, and I had asked him what was going on with them, and he told me they're not active, but he told me to hit up Tar Heels. Reached out to the Tar Heels, and Roger got back to me. And for those of y'all know Roger Lewis, played for the Tar Heels, GM of the Tar Heels. He reached out to me and had me come out there. So once I got out there, I just, I was like, you know what? I'm not leaving. I'm just gonna just thug it out here. So I got to the Tar Heels, and yeah, man, that's when I started 2019. Got to the Tar Heels, and I was being coached by the great Coach Dodd, and we put together
Hey,
probably one of the best seasons in Tar Heel history, I think, for real. We had a great season, a great run. The run ended with the Soldiers. That was bad. Only because I just
man.
feel like I feel like nobody came to play besides a couple of us. But yeah, man, it was a good experience with the Tar Heels, man.
Okay. You
Never
said 2019 it came short. Is that the year that we played in the A League in the arena?
So yeah, so right after 2019 happened, the A League came around. That's when PJ was scouting, and PJ was in the A League, and he came and picked me up from the Tar Heels, and that was my first time like signing with the arena team. I only went to like 2 practices for real, and after I went to the 2 practices, I was like, yeah, you feel me? It's kind of a drive, you know what I'm saying? So at the time, I was like, I really couldn't commit to it, so I was like, I'm just gonna kind of just work security until I figure out my next move. And then I
Okay.
just randomly, bro, I was just laying in my bed, and I got a call from the Kenny McIntyre, the old owner of the Preds, at the time. Shout out to Kenny because he really gave me my first shot in the arena game. So I know he got a bad rep out there, but shout out to my boy Kenny for
Okay.
get me in the league and whatnot. And that's how I got on with the Preds. He got me to a practice, put me up against all the linemen. Did my thing, of course, and I got my contract right after, and that's how I started. Orlando Predators Rashad, and that same week I was on the road to North Carolina, played a team in
North
Carolina.
Carolina game.
That was my first time being a pro, going on the road, staying in a hotel. Like it was just a cool experience. It's like for my first time, you feel me? Because I was out the game for 4 years. I didn't play no college ball, so it was kind of
Okay.
everything new to me at the time. So
Speak on how the level of semi pro then upgrading to a pro life. Like what's the difference? And what position you play?
all right, so I play linebacker, defensive end, but I'm versatile, so I like tight end, so I could play kind of anything. But linebacker and defensive end. But I say the biggest difference from the transitions standpoint, the athletes, the size, how you have to be strong, you have to be in the weight room. Um, people get taller, they get bigger, and the linemen for sure get stronger. So you kind of have to train to take a beating, kind of. Like, and that was my kind of wake up call to the program. That was one of the things I told my lady. I said, man, it's different because catching all that weight all night is different from doing it in semi-pro. You just kind of just playing ball. You feel me? Just go get it, make a name for yourself. When you in the pro, you gotta kind of your body gotta be right while you're on the field because everybody's at a high level at that point. You feel what I'm saying? So
Everybody trying to get to the next level.
everybody,
Okay.
yeah, for sure. So, but that was I say the biggest transition, and also too, just being a pro, you know, watching film, being on time at the hotels. You got film downstairs in the morning, and just different things like that. You got to get used to. Just being a pro like that, just being punctual with everything. So that was probably like the biggest transition. I'll say two
Okay.
biggest.
Man, you be real humble with it, but I know the background of what you be doing. Like, what NFL teams have you tried out for? Your workouts are crazy, man. Like, I know you finally start going to D1. That's
Yeah,
what's up. We're
yeah.
gonna talk about that because I go to
Yeah,
D1 in Lake Mary, and I like
you,
that one. So,
yeah, you put me on to that. I saw you training there, and you told me about D1. So I had reached out to Mike Wiley. He was the old GM at the one over there, and Dr. Phillips.
yeah.
I pulled up on Mike, and Mike and the boys took care of me. Boy, they got me ready for the spring league. That's when I went to the spring league. But yeah, man, I had a before the even NFL workout. Um, I was in the spring league for a little bit. Some of y'all don't know about it, but the spring league at the time was like one of the spring football leagues that they had, and it had a lot of NFL talent, a lot of just talent all across the world, street talent, whatever you want to say. And they got a collective guys out there. You stayed at a hotel for about 2-3 days, practiced for like 2 days, had a game at the end of the third day, went home after that. Good experience, good way to get film. So that's my first time being against like actual pros,
Okay.
like NFL pros, like instead of arena pros. You feel me? Which
Yeah,
is
I got you.
college football. I don't care where you at. That pro,
Yes,
that pro,
football. Yeah.
pro stuff really don't really matter. Only thing that changes is the speed of the game and then the size of the people. That's it.
Yep.
You can play football, you play football. I don't really care what level you on. The game don't change besides the speed of it. But yeah, man. So that was my first time doing that. After the spring league, then that's when kind of the CFL and NFL teams started kind of like calling and DMing me, trying to see what's up for workouts and giving
Okay.
me an actual shot.
And where did you play in college?
I didn't play any college at all, actually. Um, I went through semi-pro, and then from semi-pro I went to NAL, and from NAL I went to the spring league, and yeah, in high school, like I said before in my past interviews, like I made some bad decisions that kind of like cost me my chance to actually go play Division One at Middle Tennessee State, because that was a school that really showed me love towards the end of my senior year. Then after my senior year, I stopped playing ball in general. Kind of just, in a sense, like didn't feel like I could do it anymore. Kind of down on myself. Um, then once I moved out to Orlando in 2015, I started like grinding back in the gym. I had the hunger for it again. New area, new space, got out of the city. So, I felt like being around the same people kind of kept me down. Then COVID hit. Once COVID hit, kind of threw me for a loop. I didn't even know what to do at that time. I was going
Yeah,
everything
I
was
think that hit everybody because I was the same way.
pro arena after arena, the spring league, and then boom, COVID. And I was like, oh, what do I do? So got with my lady, which is always good to have a smart woman next to you, whether it be friend or spouse or girlfriend, whatever you want to call it. Just always good to have that person in your corner because she helped me get my network up. So I made a link.
Okay.
For those of y'all that don't know what LinkedIn is it's almost like a professional Facebook business profile. And people don't use it for sports. They weren't using it for sports at the time that much. And we kind of had the idea of like, that's why not you post your workouts on there and try to meet people over there. I learned that me posting my workouts on LinkedIn and things of that nature, I got more exposure. I had CFL teams look at your page, GMs look at your page. You never know, agents look at your page. You never know who you're gonna meet because in this world, the, the way you get to the next level is all about who you know. And
Yes.
you have to be able to make connections. You have to be able to be good with people. You have to be able to go out and be able to just kind of just be in any crowds. I should say, but so yeah, so that's when everything like that happened, and so after that, when COVID hit, I got my connections up, and Chris Chambers with Miami Dolphins reached out to me, and once Chris Chambers reached out to me, everything got to the next level after that, my training and
Okay.
everything. He invited me down to Miami, and I worked out for the Miami Dolphins in the OGM, Mike Tannenbaum, and Mike Tannenbaum was there, and I got to meet Mike Tannenbaum, and they all just told me, you got raw talent, and you can make it. You just have to work, and you have to change your body. You have to get stronger. Just a typical thing. It was my first time working out in front of a team, so it felt good to get that feedback because now I know what I needed to do.
Now you know what to do.
Yeah.
So, what are some intense drills that you really was like, yo, this is really the big leagues when you went to the NFL trials?
Workout's a workout. If you ever did football workouts, it really don't change. The only thing that changed probably is the weight and the consistency of how much you lift. Because one thing about being a pro is that you're really not going to lift with the team during the season. Most of that stuff going to be on your own. Um, Maybe you get to NFL, CFL, you have more team organized workouts in those days where y'all actually do come in and work out. But as you coming up the ranks, most of that stuff going to be on your own. So
Yeah,
it doesn't really change. Even when you get to NFL, you're still gonna be doing the same thing. But instead of maybe doing barbell, put bench press, you might do dumbbell bench press because of the form and the things that the trainers tell you. But yeah, I would say the workouts don't really change, but just the intensity of them. So
I was about to say the intensity, man. I remember when we
yeah,
drove down to Miami for a CFL trial. It was a CFL trial and the Miami Dolphins. My agent put me up there. One thing I would say, it was just go, 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 go. And then the warm ups, like I'm used to stretching and getting into it and start doing our drills. Now our warm ups was like an hour long,
yeah,
and you got players.
oh yeah.
I was like, okay, this is real.
First thing
Like,
that they do at those workouts, they try to see how quick they can get you tired.
yeah, I was like, oh, this is
That's why
real.
as an athlete, we got to be Olympians. We got to work out all year long.
Yep, got to.
Work
You
out all year
have
long.
to.
If you take any time off, eat like crap and things of that nature,
It
it's
will
gonna
affect
back
you
up,
really quick.
and you're gonna start feeling it in your production, and that's when you're only as good as your latest film.
You all right about? I like that one. I like that one. All right, well, Coach Dodd, man, give me two things Coach Dodd did to impact you with football.
So people know who Coach Dye is. Coach Dye is the old coach of the Space Coast Tar Heels. He was my first coach when I got back into football. He was the first person to believe in me, father figure in my life, very important person, a pillar in my life, somebody I called every day when I did, and we didn't talk that much. When he knew I was on the grind, he checked in with me. And he made sure we prayed together. Um, so he was very much a very important person to me. Um, Put the game of football, the love of football back in me through semi-pro. Humbled me and just made me the person I am today. And I wouldn't be this far without him. And besides me doing this for my family, and I have a newborn on the way, I do.
Congratulations on that, man.
Yeah, thank you, bro. I do this for Coach Dye, man. I really do this for Coach Dye. Like, even if I ever had a slight feeling of ever giving up for any other reason, like I will never give up for Coach Dye. Like, you feel me?
Look at this. Look at this here. Look at this here. This is what happens because everybody want to miss out on this. Everybody talk a workout. But look at this. Lord have mercy. Here it is. They all go on a Friday.
I
Like
love it. I
that's
feel on that. That's how I've been feeling with it. Coach Dye has, from day one, when I got back into just working out and playing football, was for the Phantoms. I went for a trial for the Phantoms. I think that was 2016. I think he was the DCF, the Orlando Phantoms.
yeah.
And like, nobody knew who I was. And I remember D1, I was at D1 all the time. That's when I was doing the NFL trials, the CFL trials, arena. I was doing everything.
Mhm.
So we went to the Phantom trial. We doing warm ups, and I just hear, when you hear the panting when you at the line and all the players panting, and I'm sitting there like, y'all tired? And
Right.
Coach Dodd literally looked eye to eye, and he looked at me.
Yep.
Somebody
Yep.
not tired, so we gonna do some more stuff to get him tired.
Mhm.
Everybody just looked at me. I was like, oh no. Nobody knew who I was. We started doing drills. One drill I will always hate that Coach Dodd make people do is the pencil roll. That was
Oh
the
yeah.
most headache thing ever. We
Oh
did that. Yeah, we did that. So like we go to the drills. He just keep coming to the linebacker and he keep asking. He's like, "How's he doing? What's his name?" Like, yo, why is this coach on my neck? Like, bro, I don't even know you like that. We do 7-on-7. I got a pick. He come to me. He's like, "Hey man, who you play for? Where you go?" I just told him like, "Man, I'm just getting back into football. Like I haven't played football since 2009." He's like, "Okay, take down my number," and that's literally the relationship started right there.
kickoff.
From
Yeah.
2017 to the day he passed away, like that's literally.
If he sees something in you, he'll gravitate towards you.
Oh yeah, first
He'll push
person
you.
I talked to out of my surgery too. When I got injured, first person called my wife. We ended up talking and all that. So like, big impact to a lot of people. Another question would be, where do you see yourself going in these next few years when it comes to this football stuff?
Lord willing, I'll be in NFL. Lord willing, I'll be able to take care of my family to the fullest and give back to the community how I want to. Because for me, it's not really about the money for my own sake, for my pocket. It's more to give back to my people.
Okay.
I come from nothing, so I know how to appreciate the small things. And I would say my biggest thing would just be the next few years. I see myself in the NFL and being able to give back to my people.
I agree with you, man. Out of all the people that be stepping on the field with me, bro, there's a handful of people that I see like can take that drive. That's one thing you always did, bro. We always push each other, and you were that person.
Yeah,
And even though you called me fat the last time,
I was on you every day.
yeah, even though you called me fat, man, listen, I was going through it, all right. But let's get into some real good stuff, man. The FFA Week 4 is coming.
Man, hold on. Before we even get into the FFA Week 4, hold on. First off, let me tell you who I'm rocking with this year. I'm rocking with Orlando Americans. Right, I'm rocking with G-Rack. You know, feel me?
Okay.
Against my Tar Heels. Tar Heels always got love, but outside of Coach Dyer, it was G-Rack. You feel me?
I agree with you on that one.
And then the assistants under G-Rack. You feel me? So they always been there for me. So yeah, so I'm rocking with the Americans. You know what I'm saying? The Tar Heels came back week 1. That was a great game. Great way to kick
That was
off.
an amazing game.
That was a great way to kick off the season. Then the boys came back, the next week they got a dub against Daytona. Then they just
How
lost.
you feel about?
They just lost Duval in a tough game. So they 1-2 right now. I mean, 1-2. So we still got some time to get it right, but I don't see nobody stopping them once the offense they all start to like really buy in with Coach G-Rack. They're gonna put up.
They got too much talent over there to be actually winning.
Oh man, it's amazing. And then you got my boy Don back there at quarterback. You feel me? He if he just locks in and he just uses his legs more and just lets the game come to him, it's really just gonna be easy for him. He really should treat it like flag football. That's what I'm telling him. Treat it like flag.
Okay.
One difference they don't want to hit you. You big.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. He's a big boy back there. Yeah. Now, my top 10 is not the same as the FFA. I got him at number 8 because they are 1-2.
Okay.
They lost against Duval.
Top of the league as far as averaging points, though.
I mean, the only average point. I mean, they got 55 points in one game.
And if you look at the 2 games that they lost by what, 6 points?
Well, they lost 6 points. So yeah, I mean, they put points on the board though.
12 points lost to the amount of points they put up this year already is kind of. You feel me?
Yeah, you're right, but we talking a division loss.
Who you got at 1?
The Wolverines.
Yeah.
Because they're 2-0 runner up. All right, so number 1 Wolverines, number 2 Tar Heels, number 3 the Glads, 4 Bulls, 5 the Thunder, 6 Duval Raiders, 7 Dade County Raiders, 8 Orlando Americans, 9 Florida Stingrays, and 10 the Pirates.
You should put Daytona at 9 though.
Why the Elite at number 9 with no wins?
Wait, where you got them at?
The Elite, I don't have the Elite on there at all.
Oh, okay. I was finna say. I thought you had said they was up there. My fault.
Oh yeah, nah. 9 is the Florida Stingrays and 10 is Dunedin Pirates. The Elite, yeah. And after the game,
so tell me how you feel about DRC in the league now. DRC, he played for the Thunder now.
So
that's my boy.
I love it for this sport. Yeah, he's family by marriage. So he's family by marriage. I think it's lit. And that goes back to the whole semi-pro stuff. Like, I love the fact that he comes down to this because people shit on. I mean, people talk junk about semi-pro.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, they make it seem like it's the worst thing ever. So
Yeah,
for him to come down here and play, because we have a few. Like, I did an interview with Booker. Book done played in the NFL, so to have that status down here, because he was a beast at the Eagles and at the Giants. So to have him in the league is amazing. Now, do I think the league be riding him so much? Yes, but I get why they do it
yeah, they
for.
have to. But this is what I'm saying though. I feel like semi-pro is back on the rise, and it's going to get the notoriety it needs. People are going to see that you can use semi-pro fresh out of high school. If you messed up, you can get film. You can move
To
up.
get to the next level.
Like you get to the pro level, you can use it as film. You can move up. Because I'm telling y'all right now, if you can ball, they will find you. It don't matter what level, it don't matter where you at, they will find
They
you.
gonna find you, and that's how I got into it because my agent, when I first got into it, because I have different connects when it comes to like NFL and stuff. I ain't gonna lie, bro. The first agent I had, he was big shot. Like he had kids coming out of college going to Green Bay, Packers, Minnesota, like trying out, and I had no film from 2008.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, yeah, bro, we're gonna have to step down and get you some film. That's why I tell people, man, like what you saying with the LinkedIn, with the showing your workouts. That's the whole reason why I made
You gotta post your workout.
YouTube
They
page.
want to see all that, man. They want
They
to
would,
see. They're just one of those people because the social media thing is fake, man, and it's hard to it's hard to separate the real from the fake, man.
yeah. So like that's why I tell everybody, man, don't look at semi-pro as like, oh, they're just getting off the couch playing, man. There's people in semi-pro that literally are trying to get to the next level and grind.
But you have to treat like that. But people gotta think, you gotta treat like that. You gotta treat like that by how your day-to-day life. You gotta treat like that. When you at practice, listen to the coaches, be in the practice on time.
Time, yep.
On the sideline, don't be throwing your helmet, throwing it on the ground.
Watching film, stretching, working out.
If you want to be a pro, you got to take the steps towards being a pro before you start getting the money.
You right. And they're gonna look at it like that because that's what they're gonna look for. They're gonna see how you act on a day-to-day basis. So that's why I tell people, man, I get it. Some people just out here to have fun and distract them from the real world. And you got people out here that's really grinding for it. I drove almost an hour and 45 minutes.
People that play for the love of the game, I love them even more because that inspires me to keep going.
There you go.
Football is family, and I love it. I love it.
And that's the other thing, man. I done met so many people in semi-pro on different levels of like contacts and getting me here and looking at this and helping other people out. So I love it, bro. It's like a family bond. You grow as we keep going every year.
Mm-hmm.
But so let's get into these picks. Let's start off with the Americans versus Miami Spartans.
All right, I got the Americans winning by 10.
Ooh, okay. That was a big jump. The Broncos versus the Wolverines.
Wolverines, of course.
Okay. Okay. All right. Tar Heels versus Dade County Raiders.
Going with my Tar Heels, man. They gotta go to Dade and handle business, man. Hey, man, Tar Heels got a good core. Like they're core players. You know what I'm saying? You got Sly, at nose and inside. He can play outside. He's a dog.
He's a dog on that D-line.
Ron is a dog. You got you got a couple of those guys out there that's some dogs. You got Ray. You know what I'm saying? He gonna come downhill and hit something. So
leadership with Ray, man. One thing I will give Ray, I mess with you a lot, Ray, but your leadership, the last 2 games I've been at, I salute you on that. Like, Ray be on their neck about it.
Ray's a legend in semi-pro.
Yeah, like Ray, he amazing on them Tar Heel boys. All right, we got the Elite versus Miami City Bulls.
I need the Elite to get a dub, man. The old GM of the Elite is the old coach for.
Cam. Well, the GM is Cam.
I'm sorry, the coach Mark.
Yeah, Mark is the coach. Yeah, it was great to see him out there too.
Mark is over there, so I need Mark to get a dub. So I'm gonna go with Daytona. Y'all don't make me look crazy, man. Y'all get y'all first dub this week.
Ooh. I don't know about that one, especially about the Bulls. Oh, who else we got? The Pirates are going up to the Grizzlies.
I like the Grizzlies quarterback. Yeah, I'll go Grizzlies.
Okay. In the game of the week, you got the Glass versus the Thunder.
I'm going with the Thunder. Shout out to my Tampa boys. You know what I'm saying? 813 to the death of me, boy. You feel me? It's all over my skin. I bleed it, baby. Go Bucks, baby. Go Tampa, everything. Yes, sir.
Okay, I got the Thunder too winning that, hopefully. Because, you know, I can mess with the class, man. I got a lot of boys over there that I played against.
Shout out James Everett, DRC. Shout out all the boys over there. Mike Studenberg. Man, shout out to my boys out there.
Yeah, I do. I believe they're going to get that W. I always going to feel so good. I'm going to do a whole segment of the glass. I'm going to watch the whole video.
That's why I'm saying I can't wait to see my pro get its recognition. But it's gonna be a dope game. Get some fans out there, the community out there, the young kids out there. I want it to be a big thing. And if I got anything to do with it, when I get to that tonight, when I get to the the level when I can, I'm gonna get back to the semi-pro game. I love it.
Now, I will say, man, the last 2 years to me, and like people be like, "Oh, you say this because you're in the FFA," and I say this for a reason. If you look at all the leagues in Florida, the FFA has the most exposure. It looks solid.
For sure.
The Thunder,
solid league.
Everybody's home field looked good. Half of everybody's home field is turf field.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has a uniform. They got rules. The fans are nice coming out there. Like, these teams are making money because of how it looks. The game footage is looking good. Everybody got game footage. Every game on Sunday, you get game footage. Number one thing. Like, it's solid. People are recognizing the league. You got Dominique coming in to play in the league.
Yeah, DRC.
You got old heads from Ocho Cinco showing up to Miami games.
Yeah.
On the sideline.
That's love.
You got Teddy Bridgewater coming out the games. So it's super dope that the semi-pro is getting that recognition, and we just gotta keep going. That's why I said, like, this is what this platform is for. Come talk, come speak. Let everybody see what it is.
Man. Put your people on.
That's all it is. Like, help the next man out. That's all it is, man. That's all it is.
Man.
Well, we're gonna end this one, man. Go ahead and tell everybody what is there to come for Rashad. What do we need to look out for?
I got a big announcement coming out hopefully in the next 2 weeks. As of right now, I'm signed to the Iowa Barnstormers. Shout out to Coach Dave and Coach Hampton. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to go ball for them boys, Lord willing. But I got some stuff in the works, and I just y'all just keep me in prayer. Like I said, man, if there's anything I can do about it, I'm always come up to a lot of my boys and really come up pro level, because football is football. Like I said, put your people on, man. Nobody don't see.
There you go. All right. Well, I appreciate y'all watching this. The first episode. I got plenty more to come. All right.
Hold up, but shout out to you, and shout out to your cousin in the Super Bowl, man. We can't forget about.
Hey, them boys going. The Bengals going.
Shout out to the Mixon bloodline, bro. I hope the Bengals go ahead and just get that first ring.
Yes, sir. Hey, the first Mixon in the family to have a Super Bowl ring. That Mixon game is something serious. I'm telling y'all, man. Y'all
gotta be serious, dog. That's what I'm saying.
Shout out to real.
Bro, we gotta end it on that. Shout out to the Mixon game. Go get that done.
Hey.
Mixing gang, 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 mixing gang.